perspective. One day, according to an old story, a man with a serious illness was wheeled into a hospital room where another patient was resting on a bed next to the window. As the two became friends, the one next to the window would look out of it and then spend the next few hours delighting his bedridden companion with vivid descriptions of the world outside. Some days he would describe the beauty of the trees in the park across from the hospital and how the leaves dance in the wind. On other days, he would entertain his friend with step by step replays of the things people are doing as they walk by the hospital. However, as time went on, the bedridden man grew frustrated at his inability to observe the wonders his friend described. Eventually, he grew to dislike him and then to hate him intensely. One night, during a particularly bad coughing fit, the patient next to the window stopped breathing. Rather, rather than pressing the button for help, the other man chose to do nothing. The next morning, the patient who had given his friend so much happiness by recounting the sights outside the window was pronounced dead and wheeled out of the hospital room. The other man quickly asked that his bed be placed next to the window, a request that was complied with by the attending nurse. But as he looked out the window, he discovered something that made him shake. The window faced a stark brick wall. His former roommate had conjured up the incredible sights that he described in his imagination as a loving gesture to make the world of his friend a little bit better during a difficult time. He had acted out of selfless love. This story never fails to create a shift in my own perspective when I think about it. To live happier, more fulfilling lives, when we encounter difficult circumstances, we must keep shifting our perspective and continually ask ourselves, is there a wiser, more enlightened way of looking at this seemingly negative situation? Stephen Hawking, one of the greatest physicists ever, is reported to have said that we live on a minor planet of a very average star located within the outer limits of one of 100,000 million galaxies. How is that for a shift in perspective? Given this information, are your travels really that big? Are the problems you have experienced or the challenges you might currently be facing really as serious as you have made them out to be? We walk this planet for such a short time. In the overall scheme of things, our lives are mere beliefs on the canvas of eternity. So have the wisdom to enjoy the journey and savor the process. Practice tough love. The golden thread of a highly successful and meaningful life is self-discipline. Disciplines allow you to do all those things you know in your heart you should do but never feel like doing. Without self-discipline, you will not set clear goals, manage your time effectively, treat people well, persist through the tough times, care for your health, or think positive thoughts. I call the habit of self-discipline tough love because getting tough with yourself is actually a very loving gesture. By being stricter with yourself, you will begin to live life more deliberately on your own terms rather than simply reacting to life the way a leaf floating in a stream drifts according to the flow of the current on a particular day. As I teach in one of my seminars, the tougher you are on yourself, the easier life will be on you. The quality of your life ultimately is shaped by the quality of your choices and decisions. ones that range from the career you choose to pursue to the books you read, the time that you wake up every morning, and the thoughts you think during the hours of your days. When you consistently flex your willpower by making those choices that you know are the right ones rather than the easy ones, you take back control of your life. Effective, fulfilled people don't spend their time doing what is most convenient and comfortable. They have the courage to listen to their hearts and to do the wish thing. This habit is what makes them great. The successful person has the habit of doing the things failure don't like to do, remarked easiest and thinker E.M. Gray. They don't like doing them either necessarily, but their disliking is subordinated to the strength of their purpose. The 19th century English writer Thomas Henry Huxley arrived at a similar conclusion, noting perhaps the most valuable results of all education is the ability to make yourself do the things you have to do when it ought to be done, whether you like it or not. And Aristotle made this point of wisdom in yet another way. Whatever we learn to do, we learn by actually doing it. Men come to be builders, for instance, by building, and harp players by playing the harp. In the same way, by doing just acts, we come to be just. By doing self-controlled acts, we come to be self-controlled. And by doing brave acts, we come to be brave. Keep a journal. Maintaining a daily journal is one of the best personal growth initiatives you will ever take. Writing down your daily experiences along with the lessons you have drawn from them will make you wiser with each passing day. You will develop self-awareness and make fewer mistakes. And keeping a journal will help clarify your intentions so that you remain focused on the things that truly count. Writing in a journal offers you the opportunity to have regular one-on-one conversation with yourself. It forces you to do some deep thinking in a world where deep thinking is a thing of the past. It will also make you a clear thinker and help you live in a more intentional and enlightened way. In addition, it provides a central place where you can record your insights on important issues. Note key success strategies that have worked for you and commit to all those things you know are important to achieve for a high quality professional, personal and spiritual life. And your personal journal gives you a private place to flex your imagination and define your dreams. A journal is not a diary. A diary is a place where you record events, while a journal is a place where you analyze and evaluate them. Keeping a journal encourages you to consider what you do, why you do it, and what you have learned from all you have done. And writing in a journal promotes personal growth and wisdom by giving you a forum to study and then leverage your past for greater success in your future. Medical researchers have even found that writing in a private journal for as little time as 15 minutes a day can improve health, functioning of your immune system, and your overall attitude. Remember, if your life is worth thinking about, it is worth writing about.